Hello, sweet friends. Welcome back to my channel. Kay here from At Home with Kay. And today I have some Easter DIYs for you. I feel like it's just a hodgepodge of things that I'm doing here because it's like, no, these aren't like things that can be grouped together and they all look the same or anything like that. I was just crafting this weekend, trying to come up with some inspiration, and I just started putting things together. Well, I had one of those signs, one of those long shelf sitter signs that you get from Dollar Tree. People use them for a lot of things, but I thought, let me make just like a little Easter little scene here out of this. So I got that grass from Dollar Tree and I glued it on top after I painted my sign completely white. I also got these little wooden Easter decals from Dollar Tree a couple years ago actually, and I've just never used them. I wasn't good at painting before, so I just didn't even feel like, a long time ago doing anything that had to be painted. But I decided, okay, enough is enough. It's time to challenge yourself and do things that you have never done before. So I got those little wood cutouts and I'm going to paint those. I also got these little styrofoam bunnies a couple years ago and I'm also going to paint those. And as you can see here, I glued my grass on top of the little the little sign, and now I'm going to begin painting my wood cutouts. They say Happy Easter, and one of them is there's eggs, there's little chickies, there's bunnies, and these are the wood cutouts that are the fence that was in the garden section at Dollar Tree. It's a little fence with different types of flowers connected on it. So I'm just gonna randomly paint these flowers, some Eastery colors like lavender, pink, yellow, and I'm gonna paint the little other wood cutouts, and then I'll show you what I'm gonna do next. I think that yellow color is so pretty. It's by Folk Art and it's called Daybreak. I think that is a very vibrant, but not too vibrant color yellow. It's really pretty. I love it. So I'm going to do some of the flowers that vibrant Daybreak yellow, and the lavender ones are just Lavender Sachet by Apple Barrel. And then I believe I'm going to be using Apple Barrel's Cameo Pink on some things, maybe on those two bunnies and maybe on the flowers too. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm doing right now, just gently painting these flowers and these little fences. I'm really excited too because I received like a box of goodies in the mail. It was from one of my sweet, sweet friends that I craft with. And it's just all these random items in there, some things that I would never even think that, hey, I could do a craft with this. But she said, I'm sending you this, you need, so you can challenge yourself. And I didn't use anything in this video because I was already in the process of recording this. But in my upcoming videos, I'm really gonna try to challenge myself because creativity does not come naturally to me. It really doesn't. So I really have to put forth effort when I'm gonna do a craft. So that's what I've been thinking about lately, challenging myself. So we'll see how that goes. So I didn't use my Cameo Pink on the flowers. I used a much brighter pink, and I don't see the bottle to even tell you the name of it, but it was just a bright pink that I had picked up somewhere. And I'm just coloring some of the other flowers on here pink, and then we'll see what we're going to do with this next. And you guys, I need to get a different kind of tripod. Do you see that black leg thing there? That's the third leg of my tripod, and it's always in the way. If I put it so you don't see it, then when I have my camera on the ring light, it will flip over. The whole thing will flip over. So I have to do it that way where that third leg is always in the front. So sorry about that. All right, so as you can see off camera, I painted the little bunnies pink. And now I also painted the fences white. And then that inside that box that had the wood cutouts, there were some carrots in there, some carrot cutouts. So I'm painting the carrot cutouts also. So now comes the fun part, putting everything together. I'm just gonna hot glue the fences along the back of my sign. I don't have enough of them to go completely across, if I remember correctly. So I'm gonna put like spaces between so that I can space them out in a good way, so there's the same amount of spacing between all of them. And then I'm just going to glue all the other little items, the little carrots and the bunnies, on the grass, and the other things I'm going to glue on the front of the sign. So as it's sitting on the shelf, you'll be able to see it. After I got done doing this, it looked a little bare in the front. So inside that cutout box, there were also some small wooden eggs. You'll see at the end of the video that I went back and I painted some of the wooden eggs, and I also glued those on the front of the sign. But I think you're going to see that at the end of the video. All right, so next I picked up one of these carrot signs from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint that orange. And you see I painted the top green. I'm mixing some different orange colors together. That first color wasn't even really orange, it was melon. And I used that, just to give it some variation in color. I probably didn't do it, properly like you should when you're mixing colors, but I did it the At Home with Kay way, so. And now I have these greenery pieces that I picked up from the Dollar Tree also, and I'm going to remove them from their stems, and I'm going to glue them at the top of my carrot where the green area is, so it'll give it a little realistic look. And I'm just going to do this with my hot glue gun and just add little dabs of glue, but it kind of showed through at the end, and I had to tap it with some green paint just to cover up, because for some reason my hot glue gets really gloppy and stringy, and I don't like it, but I don't know what else to do about that. But I'm going to try and cover it up as best I can. And how's the weather where you guys live? It is really, really cold here in Michigan. Today it was high 20s. I think it got up to like 33. But it's been really cold and it's been really snowy. And then it looks like it's going to warm up and then it'll snow again. But how is the weather in your area? Is it normal or warm, or is it being weird, like giving you guys snow when you don't usually get snow? It's March here, so I'm wondering, hey, Michigan, when are you going to stop acting all Michigan-y and warm up a little bit? That's funny. So as you see here, I'm putting the greenery on, gluing it on top here, but you're still going to be able to see the wood through. It wasn't enough to cover it completely, but I didn't mean to cover it completely. I think it looks okay like that. But like I said, I'm going to have to go over that hot glue with a little green paint because it was really gloppy there on that edge. Okay, so now here I am with my Sharpie. I probably should have used the Cricut, but I didn't feel like digging it all out. Oh, and I'm just not good at my freehand writing, but I'm going to try this as best I can and not, hopefully, I don't think I messed it up, but you be the judge of it. I'm going to write carrots, 5 cents each. I believe that's what I wrote, carrots, 5 cents. And I learned this little trick. I saw Bargain Bethany do that. She said, put the first letter and the last letter, and then like kind of do the letters in between, and it'll help you with your spacing. So that's what I'm attempting to do here. Okay, I didn't say 5 cents each, I just said 5 cents. So, and now here I am putting on the green paint to cover up that hot glue that's all gloppy there on the edge. And I'm just dabbing a little bit of green paint to try and cover it up. And next I am going to paint some more of those little carrot cutouts. And I'm going to use that to embellish the bigger carrot that I have there. I have a lot of Easter decor from last year that I need to dig out. So I didn't think I should make a whole lot of stuff this year, because I don't sell it or anything. I just usually use it around the house or take it apart and reuse it again. So I am going to go through my stash and see, well, not my stash, but my other decor that I have, and see what kind of Easter things I have, because I know that last year I made some carrots out of fabric. I did a lot of Easter stuff last year that I need to look into. So I'm excited to see what I have in there. So now that I'm done painting those, I'm just going to glue them around on the sign, just in different areas to just fill in all the empty spaces. So now I have this galvanized bucket that I picked up years ago at Dollar Tree, and I added a piece of styrofoam in there, and I'm going to add this moss grass on top. I'm not going to glue anything because I'm probably going to end up taking this apart and using it for something else eventually, but I'm just going to place the grass in there, and then I'm going to stick my sign in there, and we will see what it looks like at the end of the video. So next, I wanted to make a really large sign. So I got these wood planks from the Dollar Tree. I got 3 of them. And I am going to glue them together on the back using like those popsicle sticks and things like that, just to get them to hold together. And then I'm gonna paint them 3 different colors. The Eastery colors, I'm gonna use that Folk Art yellow in Daybreak, and I'm going to use my lavender sachet, and I'm also going to use the cameo pink. And these paints are really pigmented. I just did 1 coat of each of these colors, and it was just enough coverage for me. And while I'm doing all this, I actually don't have a plan for what this sign is going to look like. I know that I have some wood cutouts that I want to try and use that I had picked up from Dollar Tree out of the garden section. I'm going to try to use one of those, I guess. Right now I'm just enjoying these beautiful bright colors of paint, and my mind is thinking, Kay, what are you going to do next? So I got this wood cutout. This is the one I was talking about from Dollar Tree. It had something like dreams on the front of it. I can't remember, but I just took that off, and I am going to first lay down a good coat of white paint because it made the texture of it really lumpy. I couldn't get those words off of there good enough. So first I'm going to lay a good coat of white paint down on here, and then I'm going to come back and paint this the color that I want it to be. Okay, so now that I got that white coat on there, I wanted to do something a pretty blue. And I got this Calypso Sky from Folk Art. I've had it for years, just never used it. And I'm going to lighten it up a little bit because I kind of wanted something like more of like a robin's egg blue, but this was a little dark. I'm going to mix it a little bit with this white paint, and then I just wanted to add a textured coating on top of this wood cutout. I'm just gonna do that, and the funny part about it is I'm doing this now, and at the end of the video this is going to be totally different. The way what I'm going to end up doing to this, you're going to see what I'm going to end up doing to it. But right now this is what I decided to do. I was just going to dab some with this sponge brush all over the little container here, and then I'm gonna go to the next step. So next I got these felt flowers from Dollar Tree. It's really a garland, but I'm gonna cut the flowers apart and I'm gonna use those as the flowers that are inside of this container. I'm just gonna hot glue them all over the leaves and the flowers. So now we're gonna take our wood cut out with the flowers and we're going to glue it to our large sign. With hot glue, I'm gonna go ahead and glue that on. You can hardly see the pink layer down there, but I did do that third wood layer down there pink. And sorry, this is at a bad angle and you can't really see. I have to get my camera set up a little better here. So here is where a change of plan came into the picture. I ran into Dollar Tree and I saw these pretty napkins. So I said, wow, those colors go perfectly with what I'm working on at home. So I got this pack and I'm gonna Mod Podge that on top of my little wood cutout there. And for me, it was just easier to cut the napkin in half and do it one half and then one half. You don't have to do anything that way. That's just what I did. It was just easier for me to do it that way. Now I'm going to do the other side and I'm going to completely cover up that little purple butterfly, but you're still, because it's purple, you're still going to be able to see it once everything is all dry, and it looks really pretty too. Oh, and see, that's what it looks like when it's done. Look how pretty that is. I think that leveled it up a little bit. I got these picks out of the party section at Dollar Tree, these little butterfly picks, and I'm just going to take those and hot glue those and stick those amongst the flowers. They're pretty purple butterflies. So I'm going to continue working on this project, and I'll show you the final product at the end of the video. So my plan here is to make another sign. I'm going to paint it lavender. I glued those boards together just like I did the other ones, and I'm going to use this lavender sachet, and I'm going to completely cover this sign. So I found these pretty lavender flowers in my flower box, and I want to add these somehow. I was going to do it this long way, but I think I want the sign to be the taller way. So, and to add those flowers, I figured I wanted to have like a flower box. So I'm gonna create this flower box out of this Glad sandwich bag box, and I am going to place the flowers inside of there. So I'm just gonna take this box and I'm gonna cut it down so that it's a open rectangle. I'm trying to trim all four sides down so it'll be even. I never really got it quite even though. I tried my best. I even took it apart, like cut it apart and then tried to do it, but I still didn't quite get it even, but it's gonna look okay in the end. So I have a sheet of the sticky tile left that I got from Dollar Tree during the summer, and I'm going to use this to cover the outside of the box. So I'm just going to measure all four sides and cut out the pieces that I need. But I'm also going to paint the box, so if there's anything showing underneath, you won't see that bright yellow. I'm going to use the black chalkboard paint from Dollar Tree and just lay down a nice coating of black before I glue on the sticky tile. I love this black chalkboard paint from Dollar Tree. I mean, I only needed one coat and it was completely covered. This stuff is fire. I love it. So as you can see there, I also had some wooden letters from Dollar Tree, and I painted those also with the black chalkboard paint, and those words say, "He is risen." And he is risen forevermore, and I praise and thank him for it. But I am going to glue that on my sign after I'm done gluing my sticky tile to my little box here. Okay, so now that my box is done, I need to glue it. Oh, and you see on the sides there, on each corner, I could see through, I could see under the tile. So I just cut some little black dowel rods. I just cut those, painted them black, and put them on each of the corners so that you couldn't see underneath the tile. And then I just glued my little box to my sign. And I also put styrofoam inside of the box for the flowers to go into. And I wanted to add something on the corners to give it a more finished look. So I had these little stickers from Dollar Tree out of the Craft Your Square section. And I just cut, they were already a triangle shape, so I just cut the corners off and added it to both the corners of my sign. Now I'm going to add my letters, "He is risen," to the top of the sign using hot glue. Now I felt that the sign still looked a little blank, so I got this cross and I'm going to use that to embellish on the front of the sign along with the flowers. And I'll show you the final reveal in just a moment. And here we are at the end of the video. This is my little shelf sitter, and you see how I painted those little eggs, and I just glued those around. And I also found those little bunny erasers from Dollar Tree, and I glued a little bunny on the front, the white one. Oh, he looks like he's tipping over. Gotta add more glue. And I have my eggs, and I glue them on the front of the sign just to fill it in a little bit. And I think it's gonna be cute, just a little shelf sitter for somewhere in the downstairs. And here is our larger sign that I created, and I put some little butterflies on there, and I painted those galvanized signs Happy Spring. I just painted those white and I glued them on, and that's what this sign looks like. And here is our carrot sign. And as you can see, when I put it in the bucket, I just put some carrots all around it on that grass, made a bow out of some Dollar Tree ribbon that I got last year, and then I added some little green butterflies to this sign. I think this is cute, and this can be taken apart if I choose to do so. And then we have our He is Risen, and I painted the cross black and I just glued it on the front, and I think it turned out beautifully. I cut out a little butterfly, stuck that at the top. Thank you guys for sticking with me and hanging out with me today and coming to check out my video. I appreciate you all so much. Remember, if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing right now and hitting that notification bell so that you're always notified when I upload. Know that I appreciate you, and always be kind to yourself, and most of all, kind to others.